Hi, my name is Kim Carpentier with Valley Credit Builders, and here's another one of our short credit video clips entitled The Importance of Your Credit Card Statement Closing Date to Your FICO Credit Score. The balance at the statement closing date is the balance reported to the credit bureaus. This is the only time during the month that a credit card company will report to the credit bureaus. This is the balance that is calculated into your utilization ratio. Your utilization ratio accounts for 30% of your FICO credit score, so it's very important to keep it that when they report that those balances are low. A high ratio will negatively affect your credit score. So if you have a limit of $1,000 and you have a balance at statement closing date of $700, your utilization ratio is 70% on that card. A good utilization ratio would be anything under 20%. The best utilization ratio would be 0. So the lower the balance, the more beneficial effect it'll have on your credit score. But, you say, yeah, I pay off my balance every month, which is good. Kudos to you. Okay, but remember what I said in the first slide. The balance at statement closing date is the balance reported to the credit bureaus. This is the only time that the credit companies report to the credit bureaus. So does it start making sense now? All right, so if you continually max out your rewards cards, even though you pay the balance every month, by the due date and act responsibly, your credit score will still be negatively impacted because credit card companies only report the balance once a month at statement closing date. So you live with that balance for 30 days on your credit report, and it affects your score. So what do? Don't worry, you don't have to stop. You don't have to stop maxing out your rewards cards. For normal day-to-day life, this is okay. But when you're thinking of making a major purchase, like you're buying a house or you're going to buy a car, you want to make sure your credit score is as high as it possibly can, so it opens up, you'll open up to all kind of good financing, right? So what I tell my customers, my clients, okay, is a month before applying for financing, log on to your credit card website 2 days prior to statement closing date and pay off your balance. So that when the credit card company reports at statement closing date, the balance that they report to the credit bureaus will be 0 or as close to 0 as possible, because if you pay it off a couple of days, you might be using it, for those couple of days. So you may put a little bit of money on it, but it's still going to be lower than it normally is if you're maxing out your rewards cards, right? So you need to continue doing this until your financing is totally completed. A lot of times people will get approved for a house, all right, and then you'll have a 0 balance at reporting because you'll follow my plan here. But then they go out and they start buying furniture and all that stuff, and their credit card balances go up. Well, when the mortgage broker pulls another report prior to closing, it could have affected your credit score, which means that it could affect the rate that you pay for your mortgage, right? So, and it's probably not a bad habit to continue because you never know when you have to buy a car or something you're going to do is going to be affected by a credit score. So try to just keep that reporting amount at statement closing date as low as possible. Well, I hope that helps. I'm Kim Carpentier with Valley Credit Builders, and we'll be back with more little snippets in the future. Thank you.